Welcome to Make Your Marketing. I'm your host, Pia Larson, Chief Imagination Officer here at Fingerprint Marketing. Just like other small business owners, I had to learn how to navigate marketing and found there was no such thing as an automatic when it comes to driving your business. You need to know how to shift. That said, there's no reason to stall or come to a stop. With the right guide, you can be in the driver's seat and lapping your competition in no time. You know, there's a lot of businesses out there and entrepreneurs who are completely overwhelmed and don't know where to place their marketing dollars or who they can trust or even what's going to work for them and how to measure. I've worked with over 100 different clients in the past 14 years who every time I get on the call with them, the first question they ask is, how do I know this is going to work? So we don't have a crystal ball, but with 14 years of experience working with digital marketing, we do know what is working today. And we have enough experience testing things online that we can steer our clients to the low-hanging fruit and where to start first and how to measure the results, because it's a noisy world out there. Hey, I'm Pia Larson, and over the past several years, I have built a digital marketing agency outside of Seattle to help entrepreneurs and small businesses really understand that they don't have to do every single marketing tactic out there. And obviously, because they don't have deep pockets and they don't have a bunch of time to either learn how to do it themselves or they don't have the money. So what we do is we get really strategic on how to leverage what they're already doing and maybe discover things that they wouldn't have thought they should do for their business, and also put together a budget. So my whole plan for small businesses is to inspire them to reach for the stars. I am a self-named Chief Imagination Officer because I know that we can stand tall and play in the sandbox with the big boys, regardless of our budgets, regardless of our time. We all have the same amount of time, but you don't want to waste that time trying things out that myself and others have already tried and tested. Many of them have failed, and we have lessons. So we're going to save you time, and we're going to talk about how to run your small business efficiently and grow and punch above your weight in the competition. So what's my story? Yeah, I was born on an island in the Caribbean called St. Croix. It's part of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and my parents moved there after honeymooning. They fell in love with the island, and they ended up opening a small, high-end luxury boutique that sold fabrics and dresses. Now, you might ask yourself, why would they sell that product down there on an island that's more casual? Well, they really felt that, this was back in the 70s, they felt that how you dress is going to make you feel better. And they worked with a lot of the community to promote themselves and also support other businesses. And they were true entrepreneurs. They worked 7 days a week. They pivoted when they had to. You know, we lived through hurricane disasters. We lived through tourists not coming to our island, economic downfalls. But all in all, what they had was grit. And so I took that from a young age and started small businesses everywhere just to get out there and, you know, not only, you know, get some pocket change, but also I knew that there were lots of opportunities. That's the one thing that I tell everyone. There's opportunities everywhere, no matter what, you know, no matter whether we're in COVID or the economic downturn or, you know, who's president, there's opportunities for your business everywhere. And the one currency that I tell my audience is trust. If you don't have trust with your vendors and your audience, you're just not going to be successful. So I have started a podcast, and my podcast is called Make Your Marketing. And the idea is we are going to be interviewing some trendsetters, some authority speakers who are in the marketing space and are going to give you some great tactful advice that either you can do right away or your team, internal team can do. And we're also going to talk to some owners and entrepreneurs who have crashed and burned with their marketing and they needed to get back on the straight and narrow so you don't have to make the same mistakes. So the idea is I'm going to be your driver and I'm going to guide you on the path to smooth marketing. And I think we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about everything from branding to marketing messaging to your avatar, customer service, web design, especially because we all know that having an online presence that gets found in Google search is super important. We are going to talk about safety, security for your website. And who knows, we might even talk about putting humor in your business. I have a couple ideas on that. So I do hope that you'll listen and participate. We're going to start off with publishing this podcast twice a month or every other week. And I'm already having fun with it, so I might move that up to once a week. And I hope you'll subscribe to the podcast and give me your feedback. One of the questions that you might be asking is, what makes you all that and a bag of fries? So again, I was sharing with you my story of my parents and being entrepreneurs, but that's not where it ended. Went to San Francisco State, and at that time, I started my own typing business and was extremely successful back when we used typewriters. I worked after midnight. I worked with graduate students. It was very lucrative for 3 years. And then after that, I've actually had 3 different ventures and businesses. One with my husband, a roofing company in Oakland, at a catering company, and now I have Fingerprint Marketing. So the other thing to note is that I am not just an entrepreneur. I have spent 9 years in the corporate world where I was a marketing director. And I did very well, but the problem was I always wanted to color outside the lines and always push the envelope. So I was not comfortable in that after a while and ended up back on my own. So when I do talk to clients, I challenge them to color outside the line and look at things differently, because that's where success lies. My goal for you is I really want to make this super simple for you to go, oh my God, that is a great idea. I never even thought about that. And go out and do it that same day and see results. For example, I'm putting on a webinar in about a month on Google My Business. I don't know if you know what Google My Business is, but it's a free directory that gets your business online. And once it's optimized, it's amazing. I've had clients double their traffic after optimizing and leveraging that tool. And it's really simple. You can update it within 30 minutes. I have a complete guide that I'm going to be sharing with everyone. But these are the types of things that I want to bring to my listeners so they feel empowered. They feel like they can just take these baby steps, once a week, once a day to move the needle. I want to hear about your successes. And I also want to hear about what you've tried and would never try again, because then our listeners can learn from what you've experienced in the past. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to the Make Your Marketing podcast. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Please visit our website for show notes and additional episodes at makeyourmarketingpodcast.com. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, and please consider rating and reviewing. This helps other potential listeners find us and share the goodies with them. And by the way, You can also email me because I'd love to hear from you. Email me at pia@fingerprintmarketing.com with feedback, questions, a topic, anything that you want to chat about. Thanks again for listening.